Hey guys, it's Ashley. Okay, so this is our OA Leads Pro version of our database, which is just formatted for OA Leads Pro leads. So let me show you how this works. So I went through and I made some fake OA Pro leads. I just took some OA Pro leads that I had and went through and changed the ASINs, hid the titles, changed the data around. So, you know, you guys will see leads on here, but there's nothing there, guys, okay? All right, so we're gonna go through and we're going to copy our leads. Now, on the actual list, you're going to have to you're going to have to highlight the rows on the Excel sheets, and you're going to have to hit edit copy. You can't right click off of the actual sheets. Okay, and we're going to come back over here to our leads tab, and we're going to paste those in. And you'll see here that there's no titles. That's only because I have changed the color of the text, just so that it's just one less thing that shows up, okay? So now our ASINs on here will automatically populate to our ASIN list, and we're gonna take those and we're going to copy them, and we're gonna come over to Keepa, and we're going to hit the data tab, and then we're going to select product viewer, and that'll bring us here. Then we're going to paste all of those in and then hit load list. Okay, now we'll need to configure our columns and have those all set up. This is the setup that you'll need. If you need help getting this set up, there is a video. It's called Configure Columns. You should have a link to that when you downloaded the database. Otherwise, it is you can find it on our YouTube page. Okay, so we'll have our columns all set up. Then all we need to do is export all the columns. Okay, so my computer is pretty much ready to go to a nursing home at this point. So I already have that downloaded for us. And if you hear my 11-year-old in the background being loud playing video games, it's late here, so just ignore her. Okay. So we have this, and we're going to head over to that Keepa tab. I'm going to scooch myself over this way so I'm not in the way this time. I'm trying to get a little bit better at these videos for you guys. The first couple were really, really awful. Kudos to those of you who stuck with me from the beginning. Okay, so here are our first two rows, and we can just go ahead and select both of these at the same time. I'm gonna right click, copy. And because this is all green, if we just paste this in, it's going to pop up white and it'll mess up our background on our review page. So we're going to right click, paste special, and then values only. And this is the only page we need. This is the only database that we have to do that with, but we do have to do it with this database. Okay, now these top two rows that came in with Keepa, we're gonna need to highlight this third-party FBA lowest and this FBA fees that's here. Right-click again, delete cells, and shift up. Okay, so we have just the data there. We're going to come back and we're going to copy all three rows here and do the exact same process. Okay, so now we're going to do oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Copy. We don't need the title or the ASINs, but it just gives it to us automatically. Can't make them go away. going to paste special values only. Get rid of those top three. Highlight, delete cells, shift up. Okay, and there is no, it looks like there is no package weight for these, so it just isn't going to add in any package weight for those. Okay, so we're going to go to our review tab, and as you see here, we have some that are green and some that are yellow. Okay, so on, oh, hold on one second here. Okay, I completely skipped a step. Okay, so if you have extra costs, like for example, if you're using a prep fee, you can go through and say it's $1 per unit. You could change that to $1 per unit. Drag it down. You can each one can be different. You know, whatever you want to do. The big thing with this is if you don't have any extra costs, it has to be zero. So I do have zeros filled in for you guys all the way down to the very bottom row. But if for some reason you take these out, you have to fill them back in. Okay, and then on the shipping per pound, this is going to be your inbound shipping that it's going to calculate for you. So I have it set up at 50 cents per pound, which, you know, I think is good. A very, very conservative suggestion. Personally, my shipping is 26 cents a pound. So, you know, if you know what your shipping is, then you can go ahead and enter it in. And just drag that down. You just need to make sure that it covers wherever the data is. You don't have to fill it all the way to the bottom if you don't want to, okay? If you don't want to include shipping at all, you can just replace these with zeros. Okay, so here on our review tab, we have some that are green and some that are yellow. So the yellow ones are ones that are over 30% ROI. The green ones are ones that are under 30% ROI. Okay, so that makes it really easy to, you know, when you're running 500, 5,000, even 10,000, which is what this database holds, 10,000 old leads at a time, to be able to quickly see which ones are profitable, you know, which ones could be profitable and which ones, you know, are most likely not worth looking at. Okay, so the idea is you're going to go through and you're going to copy the highlighted ones. Oop. Excuse me. If I get any closer to that one, I could shut this video off. And it is like 11 o'clock at night here. I do not want to have to start this over again. So we're just going to pretend that there's not two copies of that one on the first page. Okay? All right. Bear with me, guys. Okay. So, we're going to you copy those, you put them on the buy page. Now, just because they're on this buy page does not mean, you know, that you're just going to go through, click that source link, you know, order them, and pay for them, and wait for them to get here. All this means is that these are the ones that you really want to, you know, pull up the source, pull up the Amazon page. Is the source price still the same? Is it even in stock? Has it had any IP complaints since the last time that you looked at it? You know, was that price, you know, just a temporary bump up? Like, is this really, you know, actually profitable? You know, so don't take this buy list as a go buy this. This is just a potential lead. For myself, what I used to do is, you know, every day or sometimes once a week, I would run all of my old leads and I would refresh them with Keepa. I would make my list and I would end up with a bunch of them. And then when I started my sourcing, I would go through these and then I would rabbit trail off of these, but it was a good way just to get started for the day. So I hope that this helps you guys. Now, there is a remove ASINs tool in here that is going to show you in case you get a error in Keepa that says like that you need to, you know, that some of the ASINs didn't return any results. That remove ASINs tool is going to help you get those ASINs out of your list and get you back on track. So make sure you check out that video just so that you know, if nothing else, so that you know the error and when you need to use the tool. And you can always come back to it when you actually have to use it. The other thing that I want to say is, you know, if you haven't actually purchased this yet or you haven't downloaded it yet, you know, definitely give it a try. You can make some good money with it, and make sure that you know, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And thank you guys so much. Have a good night, okay?